I'm Jake Jacobs, and you're listening to What the Fuck? Welcome to What the Fuck, the podcast where we dive into the origins, evolution, deeper meaning, and things that make us say the most colorful phrase in the English language.
What the fuck?
Why do we say it? What does it mean? And how has this expression become a universal shorthand for shock, confusion, frustration, or even amazement? This is the podcast where we unpack the mystery of what the fuck. Think about it. How often do you hear, or maybe even say, what the fuck in a single day? From office mishaps to breaking news, from outrageous TikTok trends to the absurdity of daily life. This phrase shows up everywhere. It's a reflex, a gut reaction, and sometimes it's just the only words that fit. But here's the thing. What does this three-word question really mean? Why is it so satisfying to say? And where did it come from in the first place? These are the questions we'll tackle in this series, because what the fuck isn't just a phrase. It's a cultural phenomenon. To truly understand what the fuck, we have to rewind, like way back. Did you know that the roots of fuck stretch as far back as the 15th century? Back then, it was considered one of the most scandalous, taboo words you could utter, and over the centuries, its reputation has only grown more colorful. But here's the twist. The phrase, what the fuck, didn't really explode into mainstream usage until the 20th century. So, what changed? Was it the rise of Hollywood, the counterculture movements of the 1960s, or maybe, just maybe, our collective need for a no-nonsense way to express the chaos of modern life? In this podcast, we're going to dig deep into the history books, linguistics, and pop culture archives to trace the rise of this iconic expression. Well, maybe not that deep. That's stuff that you can Google anyway. I'm going to be talking to people from all walks of life, discussing what makes them say, what the fuck, figure out what that topic is, and then we're going to talk about it. Like, really talk about it. Break it down into common sense if that's possible. Just a little bit about me. I'm a Gen Xer and retired from the U.S. Navy, so I think that qualifies me to talk about what the fuck. And it's not just about history. It's also about us. Because, let's be honest, swearing feels good.
What the fuck?
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 Why is what the fuck so satisfying to say out loud? The answer might lie in your brain. Researchers have found that swearing activates a unique set of neural pathways. It's emotional, instinctual, and even a little rebellious. I'll be talking to everyday people to figure out why saying these three little words can be a release valve for stress, anger, or sheer disbelief. And get this, it turns out that swearing has benefits beyond just letting off steam. It can build social bonds, sharpen your focus, and even make you seem more trustworthy. Yeah, you heard that right. But let's face it, the reason what the fuck is so popular today is because it's everywhere. Movies, TV shows, memes, politicians. Remember Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction? Or the countless times a character on The Office looked directly into the camera and muttered, what the fuck, under their breath? In this series, we'll talk about some of the things that make everyday people say, what the fuck? And we'll have a frank discussion about it. It'll be sometimes funny, serious, but I promise you, it will always be entertaining. Because here's the truth. Whether you're a 13-year-old on Snapchat or a senator in a heated debate, what the fuck has become part of our everyday thought process and conversation. But what about the phrase itself? What makes it work? In linguistics, what the fuck is known as an interrogative expletive. It's a way of forming a question, but with a big old emotional twist. And here's something wild. The word fuck is so versatile that it can function as a noun, verb, adjective, and more. Yet when we pair it with what and the, it takes on a unique life of its own. It's not really asking a question, it's making a statement. And finally, we want to hear from you. Tell us your most memorable what the fuck moments. That time your dog ate your wedding cake, or when your boss emailed you at 3 a.m., Send us an email or drop us a comment on social media. Your stories might just make it into an episode. Because, let's be honest, we've all had those moments where what the f*** is the only thing you can say. So, if you've ever wondered why we say what the f***, or if you just love swearing as much as we do, this is the podcast for you. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts and join us for a wild ride through history, culture, and a little bit of humor. Until that first episode drops, what the fuck?